Hi guys, I hope you're well. So if you know me or don't know me, hi, my name is Rebecca. I am 27 years old from the West Midlands, and basically my dream role is to play Nadia Godfrey in Hemlock Grove season 4 if season 4 happens. Now obviously there's a lot to learn about Nadia. I feel like there's so much potential the series still has to offer, and especially with loads of people are finding it on platforms now and rediscovering it, which I think is amazing. Like, a new generation is watching the series, and it impacted me so much. Like, I was so able to resonate with Roman's character because of myself being born with MRKH. I knew there's something wrong with me when I was 12 years old and wasn't taken seriously until I was around the age of 16, which then around the age of 16, 17, I was diagnosed with MRKH, but I knew from the age of 12 there was something wrong. And even then I felt like an outsider. Even after I was diagnosed, I felt so alone, lost. I found it hard to fit in and connect with others and with my own body. And that's exactly what Roman goes through in Hemlock Grove season 1 and 2. Well, even 3 I would say, because season 1 he's learning who he is, and then season 2 he's trying to change who he is because he doesn't want to be an Upia and he wants to be human. So obviously he goes through these procedures of trying to change his DNA to human, and then he prioritises Nadia when she needs saving, basically. But we know Nadia probably isn't going to be 100% good news, if that makes sense. Like, obviously in season 1, you know, the lunatic is like, today I've seen the dragon, I've seen the thing inside her, the baby in the blood pouch. Obviously Leafa is pregnant with Nadia at this time. And then in season 2, obviously Roman is keeping Nadia secret in a baby bunker and protecting her from the world and his mother Olivia. And then obviously season 3, at the end of season 2, Nadia is kidnapped by Dr. Spivak, this Yumma, I can't even say the name, the Yumma, whatever it's called. Basically this big monstrous stingray, I'd describe it as. But anyway, yeah, so Nadia and Miranda are kidnapped by him, and then Roman and Peter go on this journey looking for Nadia, and then eventually they get her back, and then Roman loses her again. And it doesn't end well for him. You know, at the end of season 3, he's supposedly killed, but we know it's very hard to kill a new peer, which obviously in season 4, I feel he's not dead, if that makes sense. He's not permanently dead. Like, I feel like something to do with Nadia's negative energy is sort of going to bring him back. And yeah, so basically, obviously, Shelley and Aitor at the end of season 3 took Nadia to Montana, I think it was. But then obviously I've written sort of the return to Pittsburgh, which is outside of Hemlock Grove. And basically Nadia is having a hard time at school. She's struggling to fit in. She knows there's something wrong with her. She's getting bullied. And then obviously she thinks her parents are Shelley and Aitor. But obviously one day when she's home alone, she goes up into the attic to look for old records because she's poorly, she's home alone. You know, she's signing off school because Shelley's allowed her to. And then she goes up basically in the attic and finds this box, which is everything about her childhood. So toys, pictures, her birth certificate, which will say Leafa and Roman Godfrey, not Shelley Godfrey and Aitor Quinzak, I think his name is. I think I've said that right, but anyway, so yeah, Nadia is sort of going to be upset, and then she's going to take off to Hemlock Grove to find answers about her father, the White Tower, eventually reunited with her father, but obviously their father and daughter relationship isn't going to be perfect. Like, obviously, she's going to be asking a lot of questions, which is at points going to annoy Roman. Sorry. Like, she's going to have dreams, nightmares, things go on. She's going to want answers. Like, there is a point where Roman does tell her what she is, but she's still asking questions. She's seeing Ouroboros in her dreams. She's asking why it's in her dreams. She's asking about the White Tower, what goes on there, what's in level S5, which we still don't know. We still don't know exactly what Dr. Price was up to in season 1, 2 and 3. We still don't know, but I still think there's something fishy going on, which probably only the people who wrote Hemlock Grove and the people who worked on Hemlock Grove will know. But yes, I've written a bit of a script, but I still don't know what's going on the level S5, and Nadia doesn't know what's going on the level S5, but I think Roman does. At this point, I think Roman knows what's going on. And every time Nadia mentions level S5 or asks questions, it's gonna rile him, annoy him. And yeah, there's so much I've got up here. It's sad as well. I feel really sorry for Shelley. Like, obviously, she's in the middle. She's got Roman here and Nadia. And she got Roman, and she's in the middle of Roman and Nadia, basically, because Nadia's upset with Shelley. Roman's upset with Shelley, but Shelley wants Roman back as the brother she remembers growing up, and he's not giving her that, which I think Shelley struggles to deal with, and she also struggles with being away from Nadia because she's used to her being around. And there is one scene I've written where basically I think Nadia and Roman have had an argument beforehand, and basically they go out for a meal with Shelley. Nadia doesn't want to be there, and Roman's like, at least look like you want to be here. And then Roman's like, oh, what are you having? No, not even Roman asks her what she's having. The waiter comes over to the table, and obviously Roman and Shelley do their orders. And then Nadia's like, really rude. She's like, not hungry. And then Shelley's like, oh, you need to eat, love. Everything's fine. You need to eat. And then Roman's like, you need to seriously have something to eat. So it's that. Oh my life, I can't tell you guys. There's so much I want to tell you, but I really can't because I don't want to give anything away just in case my ideas are potentially used. But, whoo, shit. I said shit, not S-H-I-T, S-H-E-E-E-I-T. It's a Hemlock Grove phrase, but yeah. As well, there's a new character I've added. Well, I've added a few new characters in it, which I've created myself. Like, obviously, I've used the universe, but added characters into the story as well, if that makes sense. Like, there's this. Oh, it's hard. I don't want to say too much, but I just hope my ideas are used. And even if my ideas aren't used, I really would love to play Nadia. Like, yeah, it's a dream for me, and everyone's got to start somewhere. So yeah, Hemlock Grove fans, I am trying my best to get season 4 to happen. Bye.